Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day you are looking at this video. This is Rosalind with Let's Talk Rosalind. And today you gotta look over the shaking of the video because I'm actually driving. Today I am out doing a little me time. And I wanted to get on here and make a video and talk about me time and how important with the T it is for me time. I believe, or I feel like me time is important for every woman, okay? Me time is important for all women, but because I'm a married woman with children and I know how it was before I started taking a little me time, yeah, I think it's gonna hit different when you're married with kids or if you have kids, because your time is not your own. Everything that you do is typically for your family, your husband, your partner, your extended family, is for somebody else. So today, and you can do simple things for me time, right? So right now, I am gonna be running errands, okay? But I am running errands that I want to run, okay? I'm not running errands for anybody else except myself. Well, so I am going to pick up a couple of things for my family, but nobody could come with, okay? When you leave your house, or you go anywhere, and you take your kids with you, you just unknowingly added another level of work, okay? Because kids are work, period, okay? So by me leaving the house, and when you leave the house, you got to make sure that you are cute, okay? Do not leave the house toe up, and no, leave the house looking cute. It's spring, so mama is wearing a spring dress, and you know how spring dresses are or whatnot. They're flowy and everything, but they're also flattering, okay? And for all of the thick and curvy women, you know what to do, okay? So anyway, I digress, I do that. So me time, when you're leaving, you are preparing for, it's almost kind of like you're preparing for a date with yourself, kind of. And it may be, so the errand that I'm running is gonna be it takes about 30 minutes. It's actually in another little city. It takes about 30 minutes to get there. So I listened, so the radio was on, and I listened to a little music, one song actually. And then when the other song came on, I turned it off because I want to be selfish with my time, okay? I want to do something that Rosalind wants to do. And then I thought about all of the other women that have not come to where I am. And I thought to myself, I'm going to make a video about this because I know I've learned so much from videos and from watching videos. And I know that that's how a lot of people learn. You'll see something and hear something and you're like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Or I never thought about it like that. So, me time. You need to start doing me time. Me time is gonna shock your family at first because we just do everything for every single person, and you're just gonna let them know that, well, I'm getting ready to run errands, and, especially your youngest, they'll say, well, Mommy, can I go? No. No, you can't. No. Mommy is going to run errands alone. No, you can't. And then what you could do is give them some different tasks to do at the house. to keep them busy and occupied. You are gonna have some guilt because you're used to just being so self-sacrificing all the time. And what will happen is that you will be drained to nothing. You will be toe up from the flow up, drained, and you may look at yourself and wonder, who is that? Who is she? Because I don't recognize her. I was happy, healthy, vibrant, full of life, and now I am drained, looking strained and stressed. You got to get your glow back, and you got to take it back step by step, moment by moment, but it does need to be strategic. Now, I am not suggesting that you just bail out in the middle of cooking lunch or breakfast or taking care of your kids. That's not what I'm suggesting. So for the strange people, do not misinterpret what I'm saying. Everybody needs to be okay. You have to find moments to take your time, okay? You don't leave your folks destitute and toe up. That's not what you do. So when I left out, one of my kids, which is a young adult, you know, he's 20-ish, he was asleep. The youngest one is getting ready to play chess with her father. So everybody is good. Now, could I be at the house doing some stuff? Of course I could. But I need to get out of the house so that I can have some time for me. I can look at the grass. The grass is green right now because it's green. Sometimes, depending on the season, the grass is dormant and it's more of a straw hay-like type of look. It's the weekend, so some retail stores are open and some places are closed. But just take in the world and just don't allow anything else to be fed into you and your spirit, just deep down in your soul, because we all have some kind of baggage from our childhood, from our teenage years, you know, after high school, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, however old you are, we all have some kind of baggage. And you gotta unpack, you know? You gotta unpack. Some of us have some stuff still in some suitcases, and they've been closed up for years, some decades. You gotta unpack. You gotta pull those things out, sort through them, go through them, and put those things in their proper place. You got to. Only then will you start to heal, and will you start to rejuvenate the woman that you once were, in a sense, but actually, because you're older, you're more refined. You are wiser. You know so much more stuff. And then you'll think to yourself, why in the hell did I allow myself to stay in that place so long? And I think, because I asked myself that about certain situations, I think that I stayed in places too long because I was still hopeful of a change, of this person changing, the circumstances or the situation. I was still hopeful of a change, but that's going to be completely up to you as to when you decide that, you know, I no longer need a change in this situation or this circumstance or these circumstances or with this person, I am the change, okay? It's me. I am the change. You don't need permission. You don't need to make an announcement. You just be the change. Be the change that you need to be. I'm going to do a series at some point talking about how to overcome your circumstances and situations, even when you can't leave your circumstance and your situations. It is definitely possible to do that. You can't always leave the circumstance and the situation, but you can leave the circumstance and the situation when you learn how to unpack. Okay? So, I want everybody that is listening to this video, that's looking at this video, to know that you are enough. I always like to say that you're more than enough. But you got to get your tank full, you know? You got to get your tank full. And really, you just got to get some stuff in your tank, okay? You're going to have to start feeding yourself. You got to feed yourself with positiveness. You got to feed yourself with other things outside of the people and the influences that are currently in your life. And you're going to have to not spend as much time with those negative as trying to pull you back into wherever you're trying to come from people. And I'm going to tell you something that you may not have heard before. Some of those people, most of those people, are in your inner circle. Okay? They're in your inner circle. That's why they affect you so much. It's because you respect their opinions and you respect or you love these people. I'm going to tell you something. You can love somebody and tell them to kiss your ass. Okay? Now, if you're not at the point where you can tell that person that you love to kiss your ass, just say it in your mind. Kiss my ass. Okay? You don't have to tell them to kiss your ass. You can show them that they're kissing your ass, because their opinions and their approval are not needed. Neither are their unsolicited opinions. There have been so many times that I've been doing things and somebody's fucked up opinion of what it is that I was going to do would drop in my mind. And I would have to remove it from my mind, because I'm like, your ass ain't done nothing since ever, okay? You ain't done nothing. But somehow the enemy will put people in your lives that you value or respect their opinion, and it will derail you if you continue to let it. I'm going to say that again. It will derail you if you continue to let it. Stop letting it. Stop. Stop letting their opinions of what it is that you're wanting to do or that you're doing derail you. You're going to have to be a little ugly with people sometimes, okay? And then they may leave you the hell alone when it comes to some stuff, because I'm going to tell you something. When you do the thing that they told you that you shouldn't do or you couldn't do, oh, they're going to be proud of you whether they tell you that they are or not. And they're going to say stuff like, yeah, well, you know, we talked about that, or yeah, you know, she or he, they're go-getter. That's what they do. You know, hey, that's my boy. That's my girl. Oh, they going to say all sorts of shit like that. You got to do it because you want to do it. Okay? Whatever this thing is that you want to do, you put the plan in motion and you do that thing. And if that thing does not pan out, because so many times it won't pan out, the first time, the second time, the third time, but what is happening is a universal principle. You are learning what not to do in that thing. So the next time that you try it, you don't go in with no experience. You're going in now with experience of, that didn't work that time, you know what, but this did work. That didn't work that time, okay, but you know what, I'm gonna do it this way this time. You gonna keep tinkering and tweaking at this thing until you blow it the hell up. It's your thing. You do it. It's for you to do. Because if you don't do it and you look up and see somebody else that did it and half did it, and you think to yourself, I should have did that back then. I should have did that in 1983. I should have did that in 2004. All those I shouldas, you cancel that. Cancel all the I shouldas. Make you out a list and start scratching it off the list. It's nothing that you cannot do. You just got to figure out how to do it. Now, at some point, when I close my videos out, I'm going to say my little positive thing and then I'm going to get off. But it's so much stuff that I want to tell people, because you don't have to figure it all out on your own. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You don't. You can pull from other people. Ladies, you are enough. Do the thing that has been impressed upon your heart and your spirit, or that you want to do. You may just want to try something. You don't know if you're good at something until you do it. Stop listening to people that you think mean you well, because some of those people that you think mean you well, they don't mean you well. They're just in your inner circle. Oh, we're going to talk deeper about the people that are in your inner circle that are trying to knock you off the boat, that are secretly poking holes in the boat so that they can sink, because they are in your life. Yeah, they are. They don't want you to succeed, and they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that you don't succeed. But they really can't hold you back if you keep moving forward. Okay? So, I love you. Make sure that you love you. And we'll talk next time.